Hello again, it's me, Andre. The topic today is about racism. Okay, interesting topic. I like to keep it simple. Majority rules, at least in men's head. Men believe if the majority of us in this village is black and too white tonight, then majority rules. But is majority always right? No, that's not the case. Now, when you look back on all the slaves that came from Africa, went throughout the Caribbean, Brazil, England, you name the countries. I mean, slavery is still happening today. You know, slavery is going on in the Middle East. You know, racism is everywhere on all scales. Now, let me give you an example. And let me use the US, the United States, as an example. If the man who brings you here, which was Caucasians that brought a lot of slaves here, it was business. They had a vision for the United States, and the vision needed manpower. And any company CEO, owner, he always want to hire cheap help. If anything, he don't want to pay next to nothing for help to build his business. And it's happening today as we speak. This is 2015. It's still happening. But back in those days, slavery going on, you own a certain amount of people on your plantation, and then the government says, you know what, free these people, let them go and try to build their lives, make something of themselves. But yet they were still oppressed. Certain things were withheld from them. And, you know, they were damaged mentally. You know, take away, you know, their sense of believing that they can own this and they can own that. Now, if you try to keep back a people from learning how to read, America, let me tell you, let me speak to the government. That's why you're having hell today, because you did the damage from many years ago, and it has caught upon us and is causing so many problems for everybody. We and so many other millions of black people are paying the price for having many black men in prison today, because the damage was done years ago. You did not know it was coming to catch up on you today, tomorrow, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. So the more, let me back up a bit. If the US was thinking back then 40 years ahead of time and say, you know what, let's build these people, let's give them the education that they need in order to not just make the Caucasians strong, but make the entire country stronger. Can you imagine today if everyone was given the equal amount of education? The US would be so much further today. So what I'm saying right now is this. Listen to this video for anyone that is racist. Stop and think within yourself. To hate a man or a woman because of the complexion of their skin. That is insanity. It is. Let me break it down to you. The complexion of our skin is a way to identify who came into your country, who was brought here to work as slaves. And because some of us are making a headway, you can identify us by our complexion and say, keep that person back. Look, let me make it even more simple. My favorite author, Miles Monroe, says, minority is a threat to the majority. Yeast. Okay, let me put it this way. You have flour and you have yeast. I'm sitting here in Florida, so we have a lot of mosquitoes, and I'm fanning them away. So get used to this. You have flour and you have yeast. You put yeast in flour, it expands the flour. And flour flour don't want to be expanded. It doesn't want to be pushed. So minority is a threat to the majority. The majority feels like the minority may eventually take over. Majority, if you play your cards right, guess what? The minority will only strengthen you. Not weaken you, strengthen you. So moving forward, for anyone is racist, and you're trying to figure out, why do I even think this way? Is it because of grandma, grandpa? Kill that mentality. Kill it and move forward. And let us build a stronger America moving forward. And for any country that people are facing racism, stop and think about, why are you being racist? Why you want to hold someone back? Why not us all move forward and build each other and build a stronger country, build a stronger community, and stop this racism. Now let's be real. Let me be for real. Racism will never stop, because the hearts of men are desperately wicked. There are people out there who want it all for themselves. So moving forward, how do you deal with racism? Now, I'm a believer of the Holy Bible. Now, people may say this and that about it, but that is my choice. I read the entire Bible, studied it, and I made a decision that the God that the Bible speaks of, that's the God I'm serving. I'm following His teachings. I have accepted it in my heart, and that's what I'm following. And the teachings of the Holy Bible is about love, a peace of mind. You still will have problems in this life. That's life. But there is no racist person on earth that I hate. Hitler and any person in the US is extremely racist. I love you. I love you. My God loves you. I love you. And think about what it has really taken for you. You have made a decision in your life to say, I hate that person because he's Jew or he's black. Come on, you serious? Stop that nonsense. Let's move forward. Love each other. But like I said, let's be real. This earth, the world we live in is gonna get worse. It's gonna get more wicked. Men are going to become more lovers of themselves more than lovers of God. I've always said from a kid, majority of the problem in this life is caused by men, not by women. Women, I know you're going to love me for saying that. But majority of the problem in this world today is caused by men. Now, why are the way you are today? Why are the way you're racist? Because, probably it's because of your father, because of your grandfather. I wouldn't want to carry on that tradition. Love. Just start loving. But, yeah, it's easy to say, yeah, just start loving. But why I just started loving? The Bible says, in all you're getting, get understanding. Like I say, I'm a believer of the Holy Bible. So therefore, I can't hate no one. I'll dislike what a person does, or I may not agree with a certain person's belief. Now, if I have a company and I employ thousands of people, I should not hate the Jews. I should not hate, the person who coming from a Muslim background, from any background. We all should be able to work with each other and build a strong company together. So that's what I'm saying, America. If we back in those days, not with bad intentions, think about 20 years ahead of time, America would be a stronger country today, and there would be less racism, if any at all. Alright? So, moving forward, stop the racism, start loving. If you're not a believer of the Holy Bible, I would at least ask of you to crack the pages open, read from back to front, and make a decision if you're going to serve the God that the Bible speaks of. But any God that you choose to serve, make sure it's a loving God, a God that loves all people. Alright? Take care. I love you always. Bye-bye.